Hello and welcome to IABM TV. Today I'm joined by Michael Atkin, President, Founding Partner and CEO of Broadview Software. Michael, welcome to IABM TV.
Thank you.
Can you start by telling us about Broadview Software?
Sure, we've been around for about 25 years and our focus is on broadcast management software, so the back end of what makes a broadcaster, television, a radio station work, managing all their back end solutions.
Okay, and so what is the true value of a fully integrated solution and what levels of efficiency does this provide to broadcasters?
Well, I think the key with most vendors on the floor today in our industry is you really need to be integrated across the domain. So it's not how we can operate as an island, but how we can operate with other partners. And that's also true with inside of our application. So we can't have silos within our application. We need to be fully integrated to get user efficiency and system efficiency. So within our application and then core across multiple vendor integrations as well.
Okay, so with the growing complexities of on-demand, there's a need to solve problems simply as part of programming. How does Broadview Software help with this?
Well, I think it's critical to understand that there's been a tremendous amount of technical innovation in the industry over the years. We've gone from black and white to color, stereo, and mono, SD to HD, many different technical innovations. But what's happened recently is the underlying business model has evolved. So we've gone to a world now where consumers want content when and wherever they are. It's not the linear world that we live in any longer. It's a multi-platform world. So delivery and management of that multi-platform content needs to be fully integrated and a single cohesive view in how you do that. So you need to be integrated across that, and it's just another delivery mechanism that supports a broadcaster's business model, or models in this case.
And so what products does Broadview have that
So
helps
our
us?
on-demand product, while we label it as a separate product, is really another core part of the application itself. So the underlying metadata is managed together. You use linear scheduling tools for linear television and on-demand tools for the on-demand, the multi-platform space.
Okay, so today's implementations need to provide broadcasters with flexibility they require for cloud deployments or on-premises. Each has got distinct advantages, so can we look at what those advantages are? So let's start with cloud deployments.
Sure. I mean, cloud deployments, one of the fundamental architects of that is the fact that you're not managing hardware any longer. If you're using AWS or Microsoft or Google to manage your environment, you're no longer investing in the infrastructure itself. The vendors are continually upgrading that infrastructure and keeping you on the best of breed platforms. If hardware fails, it's not your problem. The underlying vendor is managing that. The other aspect, I think, from cloud is that it is really an OpEx, an operating financial model instead of a capital intensive model where you're buying the hardware itself.
And so what about with on-prem?
On-prem, there's still, in many circumstances, there's connectivity challenges, there are security issues that exist, there's a number of ones, and there are organizations that really do want to look at it from a capital perspective and not from an operating perspective. So each has its own benefits. One isn't necessarily better than the other. It's just what's appropriate for each individual broadcaster. And we need to be agile enough to support both models for our customers wherever they may go.
Okay, well Michael, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
You can find out more about all of these products and services at broadviewsoftware.com.